A little update to what I've been up to. Um, this is the rifled blowgun that I had uploaded a video of earlier, but I only had how do I operate this Tinkercad thing? I only had one section, and it wasn't meant to be coupled with any other section. And so, I was limited, and it is also quite a big bore blowgun. Obviously, I could just scale it if I wanted to. But all these sections stack upon one another. Oh, and I've got this section replicated, but with a attachment for a 2-liter bottle. I didn't design the attachment, but I did edit it. I grabbed it off of Thingiverse. I could have designed it, but being lazy, why not? Alright, and then I took this guy over here, the bullet, and did a little bit more editing. I said screw it. Attached this bit, which will feed into this bit, which I hope I can launch out, get spinning, and get flying really fast as a spinning flying disc. And that would be alright. Like those, I don't know how to describe them. Some people make them out of paper too. Paper airplane rolled up and throw it like a football, and it goes all right. Well, I want to see it do it at a high speed. So there that is. Then the 2-liter bottle attachment. I did experiment with this. Well, that's one of the older ones. Let me see here. My room's a mess. Always a mess. I actually brought this into work today, just to screw around when I had a little bit of free time, and I lost the bullet because but I did print this out. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4 without the bottle neck adapter. I should really consider what I have hanging around before I start these videos, because I got a lot of stuff that probably ought to not be on video. Either way, so these I got what I got. I got number 2 right here. It's actually printed on the side. If I can get that on camera, it's not focusing good. Right. So, got number 2. This is number 1. Obviously, number 1 would fit into number 2. Number 1 is where I started off. And then I got that little triangular thing. So I don't have to worry about whether or not it's not orientated right. Because, of course, the rifling needs to be lined up. You see a little bit of loose filament in there. I'm still learning. Anyways, I had this, and this is actually twice the length of what you see right here. When it's all pieced together, I taped it to a little water bottle that I found on the ground, and I put my little plastic projectile right there. I put it in there, and I gave it a stomp. I had a target of a fast food restaurant bag with Chick-fil-A, more specifically, with the bag that they keep the sandwiches in, and then also part of uneaten sandwich, which I bought 2, and I really only needed 1.5, but shot through all that, which was a real surprise. When I'm stomping down on a plastic bottle, so it does create quite a bit of pressure. But it was a surprise to me, because the last 3 sections of this blowgun turned air gun, air cannon, whatever, blew off of it. The only section that remained attached to the bottle was the one that was taped to it. So I didn't think the round even made it through the barrel. I had an issue with I had to resume print, and you see that little misalignment. I did my best to sand it down on the inner bore, but I'm sure it still affects the performance of it. Nonetheless, with all that said, it actually pierced right through both sides, both even the little aluminum bag that they put the individual chickens in, pieces of chicken. And so I have high hopes. You know, if this could turn into a 3D printed, um, spring-loaded or PCP air gun. I don't know. It's fun messing around with these things, though. And maybe eventually, if I get good enough at it, I might start offering them for sale. You know, this takes a lot of time. I do it for fun, but the quality of my work is getting better, and I feel like I've done some work here. So, you know, any avenue other than working the lame job I'm working, and I shall get the other 3D printer. What's happening here? Oh, my screen on my phone went black instead of recording. That's a new feature I didn't realize. The new printer will be coming in Sunday. It is now Friday. It's got dual filaments, self-leveling. It's supposedly a really superb printer for beginners, and I thought the Ender 3 was a superb printer for beginners. The Ender 3 is a very nice printer, and I will continue running it alongside with my new printer. But my new printer should be able to print at higher speeds and more precisely without having to adjust the bed every time you change the nozzle or change filaments, or you won't need to adjust the bed when you change filaments. Nonetheless, an upgraded model. So I'll be very pleased to get it. And I didn't buy this 3D printer to get into 3D printing. I bought it to work on my invention, but I've discovered so many more possibilities. Let me show you my Tinkercad here for a second. This is the stuff I've been working. Oh, here's a. Let me see if I can view it in 3D for you. A dragster. Well, I don't know if I'd call it a dragster. I started getting in my head that I could design models and perhaps offer them up for sale. I was thinking, $5 through $20, depending on the complexity and the time it took to design it. Obviously, it's not going to load, so let me just act like I'm tinkering it. So it's a work in progress. This is not, by any means, the final shape. I decided to take a different path. I will work on the mechanical components of it, and I will try to refine them and try to make them the best I can. But I decided to design the shell first because people are often driven by the appearance of something that they're going to order. But at the same time, I do expect it to perform. So this might be a $10, $15 download. When I'm all said and done with it, obviously this is just the beginning. This is not one night's, but one sit-down's worth of work. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Really, a lot of this I'm just learning Tinkercad. Like, see this refined duct fan. It's kind of refined with the alignment and all that. Let's see what kind of gap we got here. And it's much more consistent than my previous designs. I think I got a better airflow profile on this one too. So, and the alignment methods I've been using to make sure there's no errors, no chance of it rubbing the housing. And it's a bigger duct fan design too. Obviously I could scale it if I wanted to, but yeah. So there's that. Some of these things I probably won't ever print. Wheels and a hub for a car that I designed. A rubber band powered car is gonna it's gonna, oh man, it's gonna really put to test what I've learned with my previous one. But we'll leave that alone. I started on a dragster, another different, simpler dragster that could be printed in one go. Never resumed work on it. There's the one y'all seen on the video. If it would load. That ended up actually being alright. Ended up being quick. But, yeah. Never mind. It's not one to load. But you see that preview over there. This one. Yep. What else we got? Oh yeah, the frame and tinker this. Screw it. Let's just go to tinker this. Seems to load a lot quicker when you do that. Not really. Alright, so it might be time for me to change programs. Or maybe I'm just asking too much of this. It is an online program, so could be directly correlated with my internet bandwidth or connection. My computer's fairly new, so it has nothing to do with that. But yeah, that was the 4-wheel drive dragster attempt that y'all ended up seeing me attach my pulley setup to. I ended up not even using the all-wheel drive feature of it. That's fine. I'll get on back to Jesus Christ. A wing and ground effect glider, where I made it printable. Yeah, that's the little rubber band powered duct fan thing that I was going for a second. I kind of hung it up because, well, I don't know. I got sidetracked. I wanted to make a blowgun. I wanted to make a dragster. I get sidetracked a lot, and honestly, all this is in order for me to get sidetracked from the invention process, because my anxiety is driving me insane when it comes to that. So, best to just work on other stuff, right? Learn the program a little bit better. I ought to learn SolidWorks. I heard that's a good next step to learn. So, let's see what my first designs look like. Oh yeah, for my boss. He broke his a component on his shower, and he's like, "Can you print me one?" I was like, "I can try, but I need to have the piece I'm trying to print." It wasn't exactly to his he's like, "Oh, the edges are a little sharp. They were a little bit more rounded and cambered up here." And well, I don't have a lot of experience. Well, I didn't. I still don't. I got more. See what else is on the old designs. Rotary tool miter for the invention. Forget what I use these for. That's for the invention. You know what? Oh, there's my YouTube channel. Yeah, click out one tab and there I am. Sorry. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day, YouTube. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm going.